fellow YouTubers, this is Utah Moses here for my DVD review on Hulk. So this is an origin story to how Bruce Banner became the Hulk, from when his father David Banner, who was his original name to the first Hulk series, injected himself with gamma cells, and it spread on to his offspring. And when Bruce became a scientist at a university, he made a machine that would use gamma rays, and when that project went wrong, he got affected by it, and now whenever he gets angry, he becomes the Hulk. And now the military, along with the people who want to make money off it, and his father wants to either capture him and destroy him, or just try and garner his strength so that he would be able to control it. Now, before I continue on any further, I want to say that I've watched the Incredible Hulk reboot before I've watched the Ang Lee film, and after watching this version of it, I just want to pretend that I haven't watched this. It's like Ang Lee must have had a lot of faith when he was making this.
It surely will not be huge flop that ruined my career. Surely.
Now don't get me wrong, Ang Lee is a good director. I would say his most memorable films are Brokeback Mountain and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Now about the acting, I thought it was decent. Eric Bana as Bruce Banner, I thought he tried his best with what he had, but whenever he delivered a line of dialogue, it sounded very constipated. And half the time, he was the Hulk, which he was off-screen for that. Now, I know it wasn't his fault. I believe it was the fault of the film direction and the script to it. But Jennifer Connelly and Sam Elliott really acted their asses off on their parts, even though they were just fill-in roles. But Nick Nolte, as Bruce's father, I thought he was crazy as hell. I mean, he looks like he didn't groomed for several months before he came on the set to film. And whenever he was on screen at the end, he was just out of control. Like, I really don't know if he was acting or he was just freaking out from something. Now, the CG, specifically on the Hulk, I thought it looked like crap. He looked like a inflatable swim toy or the Green Giant guy from those can of peas you see at the grocery store. And how the movie was trying to make it look like the comic book by using several split screens, weird-ass transition effects, and picture-in footage, they really crowbarred that in, and it didn't work at all. And the worst part about the story is that it doesn't have a worthy villain, where it just relied mostly on inner conflict of Bruce Banner's psychological pain and what he's dealing with knowing about his father, giving it like this Frankenstein theme to it. In other words, the Hulk has daddy issues in this. The score by Danny Elfman was alright, but I swear halfway through I thought he was replaced by somebody else when I start hearing that Iranian music during sad moments. Like, you know when you hear it. And they don't explain how Bruce Banner changes into the Hulk very well, even though they've been explaining about his backstory and about how his father was a scientist the whole time. Yet, they never got to that part. And that's what really confused me, because all they say is that when he gets angry, he changes into the Hulk. That's not good enough for me. Overall, this is a really mediocre comic book based movie for the Hulk. Like, it isn't the worst, but I just wouldn't go watch it again. And I don't want to say anything harsh to Ang Lee, just that someone should put a restraining order on him to not get near another comic book. And a lot of people really praise this movie for being very faithful to the book, but from the long run, it's just really dull. I mean, I want to see more action, damn it, and a bad guy that's the same size as the Hulk. That'll be a challenge. Out of 5, I give it 2 out of 5 stars. The only highlight scene in it was when the Hulk fought the mutant dogs, and I do mean the gamma-infected dogs that was bred by David Banner, while the final conflict with his father was just dragging it. Now on to the special features. We have never-before-seen deleted scenes, an inside look at the creation of the dogfight scene, an interactive exploration, follow the evolution, the Stan Lee interviews, motion capture suit to find the Hulk's reactions, and some other stuff, not to mention commentary by the director, which really wasn't worth listening to. So, that's all for my review. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and remember kids, don't do gamma cells. And I'll be back for next week with my Incredible Hulk review.